welcome to a new segment I will be adding to my weekly readings for the foreseeable future. I am making some changes to how I do this as a result of some pretty intense level ups and breakthroughs. More on that later. That being said, I will no longer be doing astrology segments on my weekly reads. Tarot only. Monthly astrology on Patreon will now be tarot monthly readings. I understand this might seem like a curveball to some, but please understand with these latest shifts that have been happening, they've been profound, and I will go where my higher levels take me. However, I would like to make a point of saying here and now, me choosing to move from public astrology horoscopes is not driven by opinion. In fact, I will still be offering astrology for personal readings, just not horoscopes. Thank you again for so much of your ongoing support, and now let's get on to your video. Hello and welcome everybody, NICO Scarlet Moon here with your Pathwatcher report. Coming in to stay, we have a wave personified by the Empress and the Sun, a frequency vibrating the return of the pure self and a reclamation of the true journey. Not just this week, but henceforth there is an increasing feeling of release, a true return of innocence. Because of the breaking apart of distorted contrivances in the collective experience, this deep purification of the spiritual and emotional fields may feel unsettling for some during this period, but only at first. This is the elimination of constructs dependent on artifice, scripts, and illusion. This is both euphoric and disorienting in the beginning. However, depending on an individual's level of consciousness and what they carry in their energy fields, acclimation times may vary person to person. Consider the Sunday Unity meditations I have been sharing of late for a chance to lean in to these frequencies and adjust. I'll include links in the down bar below. Cyclical experiences are being rerouted to more natural and forward trajectories. Conscious creation and co-creation through intent and focus are getting a tremendous amplification. Many of us felt this new wave kick into high gear mid-last week, February 25th to 27th. Feel the freedom from imposed experience. Allow yourself time to connect and take on this new level. Feel the return of that early life childhood connection to truth. On a personal note, since about the 18th of February, I've been having recurring dreams and flashes of a friend I have not seen nor spoken to since we were 7. If you're watching this, feel free to contact me through the Scarlet Moon Facebook page or my Instagram at ScarletMoonNico. Hi there, all of you Aries-identified folks out there, whether you resonate with Aries Sun or Aries Rising, this is your weekly reading for the week starting March 2nd, 2020. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Or, of course, you may also simply follow the links below. And also a bit of a reminder, even though I'm no longer doing astrology for general scopes, I still offer astrology for personal sessions. So, let's move on ahead and see what is going on with the new setup over here. Now, we've already covered the incoming wave. That was the intro, of course. But let's talk about how your week is actually playing out in terms of archetypal themes. Themes that you're going to be encountering pretty much everywhere. What is going on in every area, an underlying theme in all exchanges and experiences. Well, for you, you've got the Hierophant card upright. And so, what seems to be kind of coming through here is this focus on actually graduating something. It's kind of interesting. The way the Hierophant feels, it's sort of taking things to a deeper discipline, not only taking things a bit more seriously, but I also feel it is you actually becoming more of an authority in that sense, not just simply giving deference to another authority. In fact, with the Hierophant card upright, there does seem to be a need to focus on maybe altering a certain personal or spiritual trajectory to be actually more effective for you and in the best interest of all concerned, by maybe actually dropping some kind of old authority, old idea, old concept, or maybe even old form of how you ordered your universe for something completely different. I'm actually feeling with the Hierophant, he is in a higher polarity during this reading, and it does look like what's happening is that a lot of you are going to need to step back and see where maybe there is something that needs to be delved into a bit more deeply, where if we've been only scratching the surface, maybe we've just been playing around with it a little bit, whether it's our art, whether it's our professional life, whether it's our craft, whether it's our spiritual practice. We all know that it's no good to just simply memorize a bunch of terms and do it at an ad hoc basis. There's something with the Hierophant where you have a chance to start actually stepping in a direction towards mastery and really going beyond what would be considered layperson friendly at this time. And what might happen is we are clearing away some blocks and inhibitors from an old sense of authority on the matter in order to either work with or maybe even step into a place of authority ourselves. And that makes a lot of sense when I look at the news and arrivals card as we step into the what is coming in, what's new, what's being added to your week. We've got the 8 of Wands in reverse, and there's a focus on a redirect going on this week. Something is actually slowing down, or we're choosing to do a bit of a course correction for ourselves. And I feel like what's happening is that this might have to do with something better popping up. I feel like this is actually, even though the 8 of Wands reverse is in its lower polarity, it could be frustrating, it could be a disappointment. Maybe we had a bit of an attachment to something following a certain pattern or a certain way. The 8 of Wands reverse is indicating that we have to actually cancel or put something off because, I'm feeling that this is something overwhelmingly positive, something that actually is more true to you, something that actually is going extremely well for you, but it displaces something that you've already been sinking a lot of time, energy, money, all of that kind of stuff into. And it's sort of like a good thing, a really good thing is going to displace something that maybe we had the wrong kind of personal investment in. Now, as we get down to material and we get down to business, we have the 3 of Wands upright, which is a fantastic energy when it comes to wealth, when it comes to work and business, because it does look like there is going to be an arrival, speaking of arrivals, an arrival of some kind of either new resource or new connection that is ultimately going to start paying off and start paying out. Now, this could be the arrival of something that is being put on the table for you this week that is not necessarily something that is following a previous or maybe expected course of operations. Maybe this is something that is coming as a bit of a surprise. The 3 of Wands is also indicating a fast response to something that you've maybe already put out there, something that you've already been kind of putting in people's ears, maybe actually put on the table with somebody else, made a motion for. We're getting an affirmative response. This could be great news for anyone who's ready to receive that reply and hit the ground running in some kind of financial or business affair. This could absolutely indicate an acceleration as well this week when it comes to your personal productivity. When I think about the Hierophant card upright, this could be even a shift as it relates to maybe some kind of new rules, some kind of new law of the land that maybe is applying to your work, your business. Maybe this is a new rule or ethic that you start to work under, or perhaps maybe even a new job or a new way that you are actually going about everything that you do to acquire material wealth and material security. And this new sensibility, whatever this is in much higher alignment with your own, I guess you could say, higher levels, your own highest trajectory. This is something that ultimately does kind of give a little bit more of that energy and investment back to, higher self, Godhead, Oversoul, that kind of energy where you're really stepping in line. When I say in line, I don't mean like in subservience or deference, but you're stepping into alignment with a bigger part of you. It's kind of like the toe is finally having a better time communicating and interacting with the rest of the body. Finally, as we get to love and relationships, we talk about romance. We have the Queen of Pentacles upright. Also a fantastic energy when it comes to love and romance for you, Aries people, because it does look like some kind of new opportunity for, yes, even more productivity, even more wealth could be coming through a partner, or maybe even an industrious new partner. I am seeing with the Queen of Pentacles, this is a personal project. This is a labor of love that is something that all members involved are actually going to be doing incredibly well with. I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles upright, this is a side of either this new person or a partner coming out that is really also cementing where you guys are actually going to be resonating underneath the surface a lot deeper than you thought you could at this point. Or maybe because we feel like we already know everything about this person, or maybe we just haven't really, done enough exploring. Again, if you're available, if that's new. But with the Queen of Pentacles upright, a lot of you are simply going to be bonding over this new project. This new project is kind of breathing a different life, bringing a different way of expressing ourselves to each other and bonding all together just through the productivity of it alone. If you are available and looking for somebody new, definitely keep an eye on the spaces and the places where people are being productive and not just simply coming to date. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And if you ever wish to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.